do, 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 do. Live. Uh, um, yeah. Hello. Um, sorry, I'm a bit late. It's 9:10. I know. I was just watching a trailer for one of the Star Wars films. So my apologies, and I need to clean my glasses as well. So you'll have to bear with me while I do this, and hopefully in the meantime of me cleaning my glasses, somebody's going to say hello. Otherwise, it's going to be a very quiet evening, I think, isn't it? Oh dear. What a life, eh? Sprays now then, help. How are you? Sorry, I keep looking down. I'm just cleaning my glasses. Ugh. I think I'm going to have to clean my glasses cleaner. Get that in the wash. I'm okay, thank you, Sprays. Thank you very much. Yes, I hope you are well too. I think that's about the best I'm going to get them, to be honest. They're not great, but yeah, no, that one's terrible. Oh, dearie me. Oh, any tips for cleaning glasses? I'll have to do. Ah, it's a bit better. I see a bit easier now. I can see you all. I say I can see you all. It's only me and you at the moment, mate. So. Oh. Oh. Nice glass of Kiora. Barbara, hello. How are you? Good, good, Barbara. Good to see you along here. It's a general chat about anything and anything that's happening over a week at the moment. So, Zarps, hello. Excuse me a moment. I just got somebody sticking their head through my door. What? All right, okay. It's my daughter wanted to show me her painting that she's doing at the moment. She paints Warhammer figures, so sprays. No, I didn't know. I just did that for a bit of fun. Did you like that? I thought it was. I thought I'd leave it in. So it's one of those things where just try to be a bit arty. You know, you set the camera up and you walk through shot. You know, it gives you a nice out shot, a leading out shot to the end of the video sort of thing. I should do it more often. I should do more leading in and leading out shots, to be honest with you. But a lot of the time I just forget. But so I set it up in a fence post and I did the walk past and out a shot, and then of course you have to come back and pick the camera up while it's still recording, you see. So I came back and picked it up and had a bit of a giggle, and yeah, no, I was thrilled to bits with that little whistle. In fact, I've got it just over here. Hang on. Yeah, lovely little pewter hawking whistle. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. There we go. That's in focus now, isn't it? Yeah, gorgeous little thing. It's a shame the little mouthpiece is broken off, but I mean I'll live with that as a first hawking whistle. And usually the giveaway that it's a hawking whistle is this little eyelet on the end is very small. These were usually attached to a jacket with a colourful thread or something like that. But yeah, a lovely little thing actually. I love, and a great little piece of history to add to the history of the farm as well. So yeah, I was thrilled to bits to find that, and it was literally the last find of the day as well. Megan, hello Megan, how are you? Megan down in Australia. Yeah, when I like I say, it was I think it was the last signal of the day. I was working my way out the field, and I dug where the signal was, and I saw it pop up on the. Did a scoop of the shovel, and I saw this end pop up in the soil on the end of the shovel, and I thought, oh, it's just a lead weight, and I just kind of went, whoop, oh no, it's not, and well, as you saw in the video, yeah, and yeah, I'm perfectly happy with it. Fantastic little find, thrilled to bits. Yeah, hawking whistle. I'm going to hazard a guess. It's probably 19th century, maybe 19th running into Victorian, but yeah, great thing. Good day, Cobber. Oh, dearie me. Is it warm where anybody else is today? We've had some terrible weather over the last couple of days. It's been pouring down with rain and blowing a gale and cold, and now it's absolutely roasting tonight. It's ridiculous. Yeah, hammered coin would be absolutely amazing. I would just die for a hammered coin, to be honest with you, mate. Yeah, I mean, fingers crossed. You never know. It's one of those things that's it's bound to pop up sooner or later, I would think. Yeah, no, Megs, I'm about 10 minutes late actually. I've only been going for about 7 minutes, so 6 minutes and 30 seconds according to YouTube. So yeah, no, I'm a little bit late. My apologies. Fluffy Smudge now then, Dave. How are you? Yeah, it's been terrible weather, and then today it was blowing a gale and raining, and then this evening it sort of really brightened up. The sun came out. It was absolutely gorgeous. Barbara, is our town open up any? Here in Illinois, they are open up more places, even some bars. It's 98 degrees here. Yeah, no, virtually everywhere is shut. The supermarkets, the food stores, they're open, but just about everywhere else is closed. A couple of the ice cream shops have opened here in Helensburgh. I don't know why, but yeah, most places, all the bars and pubs, they're all closed, unfortunately. But Megs, I've not been out to get some more sea glass yet. I am going to go out and get some more because the stuff that I had, I've sold it all. So I need to go out and get a good selection of it collected up again. But yeah, I'll probably take you along again on with another video to see what we can find. And yeah, it is very pretty as the sea glass. I did have somebody ask me recently in a comment, and they asked me if I had any more sea glass for sale, and they said that they'd seen some sea glass for sale on eBay, but it was the fake stuff. It's the stuff that's been, it's glass that's been broken up and put into a tumbler, and I pointed out to them that stuff is very easy to spot because it tends to be very, very evenly sized, and the tumbling is more like a polishing action than a natural action of the sea and the sand. So if you go and look, you'll tend to see you'll be able to spot what the fake stuff is, the stuff that's been tumbled in a tumbling machine, and you'll be able to tell exactly what the difference between that and the genuine sea glass. But yeah, interesting stuff. And like I say, people buy it. Unfortunately, they're duped into buying what is essentially a fake. But that says more about eBay than it does about anything else. Oh, Spray's done some mudlarking with our lass and got some big worked flint rocks. Oh, that's nice. Flint's something I've never found. Oh, Meg's pubs in Australia open in late June, July. Only 50 people though. Yeah. Well, with the bad weather, I've not been out over the last 4 or 5 days. So hopefully, it's the weather's turned and it'll turn nice again, so I can get out this week and maybe do a beach metal detecting session and see what we can find there. I might go up on the farm as well. So you'll have to keep your eyes out and keep your eyes out for a new video. I've done another review video as well. And Marilyn, hello, Marilyn. It's all right, Marilyn. I was late. I was late to the stream as well. I was late starting this evening, so it's not an issue, my love. Yeah, I'll get down on the beach and do a beach session. In fact, I'll have to look and see what time the tide times are. And I'll tell you this week, oh, goodness gracious. Right, well, they're very early in the morning. I don't like early mornings. Wednesdays, 9:30 is low tide. 9:30 in the morning. I might be able to make that one. Dear. Yeah, so like I say, stay tuned. It might be I might just get a session on the farm. You never know. Wow, it is so warm tonight. It's ridiculous. I've already opened one. I'm just going to open this window behind me. Oh. Well, I say open the window behind me. It is actually open, so no sprays. The hawking whistle. It's one of the fields that I've been in before. It's the field that I found the. Do you remember the little lead monkey, the little toy monkey that I found? And it's where I found the silver thimble as well. It's in the same field there. So now it's next to a burn. And then at the very top of the field, there's an old building, or what's the remains of an old building, which I believe was an old farmhouse at one stage. The farmer seems to think it was probably just a cattle, a building for cattle. But I think it's actually been, from the size of it and the build of it, I think it's been an old farmhouse a good couple of 100 years ago. So like I say, hopefully there's probably some more history to be found there, I think. Well, I'm hoping anyway, because I seem to have had a good mixture of stuff on there. Megs, yes, it is still light out here. I don't know if you can see that through the. There you go. That's yeah, you can see the sun's going down at the minute, but yeah, it's still light outside at the moment. What are we now? We're 9:25. Yeah, so it's still plenty light out. Megs, yeah, 9:30 is half your day gone. Deary me. I've been terrible recently. I won't even go into it, what times I've been getting out of bed. It's ridiculous, but there you go. Yeah, Marilyn, I could imagine. Yeah, if you're not out of bed early, yeah, the midday sun can be a bit punishing, really. Let's say that. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Sprays. Yeah, it's one of those things. People have asked me this before. Do I have a set pattern where I work my way? Some people do a grid formation. Some people use apps and GPS tracking to see where they've been before and blah blah. I don't. I just go for a wander, and wherever I swing, wherever I get a signal, that's me. I dig it and I just carry on in a random pattern. There's no rhyme or a reason to any direction that I go. I just love to go for a wander and swing the metal detector and see what it finds. Yes, Megs, you're right. I do stay up late. Yeah, it's well now saying I stay up late. Generally, I'm asleep by about 1 a.m. But yeah, I do get a couple of nights where it's like the other night it was like 2:30. But yeah, there you go. And I watched a film there the other day. Oh God, my memory is getting terrible now. Uh, Lost in Translation with Bill Murray and Scarlett Johansson. Absolutely adore that film. Love that film to bits. Um, it's one of those that really sort of tweaks at your heartstrings, and yeah, it's a beautiful film. I love that one. So that's what I've watched recently. I also actually just last night I started watching a new series on Amazon Prime called Upload. I don't know if anybody's heard of that. If you get the chance, if you've got Amazon Prime, then look it up. It looks like it's going to be quite interesting actually. Um, so yeah, have a nosy at the TV series Upload if you've got Amazon Prime. It's free on there. Yeah, like I say, sprays. All the fields that I've got access to. I mean, it's like I say, it's 500 acres. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. But I do go backwards and forwards into the same fields and over the same spots as well. I'm still finding coins in the lower field next to the farmhouse where I found most of the coins so far, which I think the little field because it's so close to the farmhouse. I've said before, I think that's where maybe at the end of the end of farming seasons or whatever they've had little get-togethers and that's probably why they've lost a lot of coins there. You know, they've had a few drinks and a bit of a dance sort of thing. And yeah, but like I say, I've been over that multiple times with the golden mask, and then went back over it with the T2, and I was finding more coins. So it's just one of those things. And I think detector-wise as well, I think if you were to go over with a dozen different detectors, the land, you'd still be finding stuff. Because they all work slightly differently in slightly different ways and slightly different signals. Yeah. Um, Yeah, it's one of those things. It's one of those hobbies that kind of keeps giving. No matter what you do or where you go, you still keep finding things. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It has increased immensely, and you probably all know that I'm trying to save up at the minute for the Nocta Simplex Plus. But yeah, we'll get there eventually. I don't know how long it'll be. It'll be a while, but we'll get there eventually. Jim, are the farmers quite accommodating in Helensburgh area? I've only detected beaches, never asked the Greenock farmers yet. I'll tell you what, Jim. The permission that I've technically I've got two permissions. I've got one. I've got this one that's Helensburgh, and I've got one down in Cardross as well. Um, the one in Cardross is only a couple of tiny fields, and I'll be perfectly honest with you, I've given up on it because they've got electric fencing around the fields, and it causes interference with the metal detector. And the interference is so bad that it just you literally can't swing without it getting false signals all the time. So I've given up on that one. But as for accommodating, I got my main permission, my 500 acres, by simply asking online, and my farmer was good enough to contact me and say that I could use her land, and yeah, she's been great over it. I have asked a couple of others, and they didn't want me on the land, and that's absolutely fine. I understand that. It's one of those things. I know there's a guy over in Greenock that does metal detecting. James. Uh, Funnily enough, his channel's called Greenock. I think it's called the Greenock Detector. I think it is, and he's got permission on a couple of farms over there. So He might be able to give you a bit more information what it's like over there. Like I say, it's a bit hit and miss over here in Helensburgh, to be honest with you. There was somebody that had permissions here. He's now long gone out of the scene, thankfully. I'm sure a few of you probably know who that was. We won't discuss him because he doesn't warrant being discussed. But and it turns out that, well, in fact, I won't tell you. Somebody that I know has got a permission recently, which belonged to him. So, but yeah. Dave, no. Has anyone watched The Curse of Oak Island? I haven't watched it, no. I've heard people speak about it, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I've heard people speak about it. And I know the story, the sort of history of it, but yeah, it's a fascinating story, certainly. And one which is twists and turns all the way through the history of Oak Island. But I'll maybe see if I can catch it somewhere. Yeah, Jim, definitely have a catch up with James. He's a good guy, is James. Actually, we did a bit of bottle digging together one day. He'll tell you, and we had a whale of a time. There was me and him down a hole with our shirts off. We looked like a pair of slightly overweight male strippers. It was hilarious, but it was a warm day. I'll give it that. It was a warm day, so we just whipped our shirts off, and that was it. We cracked on. Spray says the detectorist that does Oak Island is Gary Drayton. Gary Drayton. Yeah, like I say, it's one that I've not a show that I've not seen. I don't know what service is it on. Curse of Oak Island. Oh, it's on Amazon Prime. Oh, well, there you go. I think. Well, if it is, I've got Amazon Prime, so I'll have a look at that. Megs, they showed a heap of Burt Lancaster movies here. Fave was Birdman of Alcatraz. That is a good film, actually, Megs. Yeah, I've also just put one into watching. It's the definitive director's edition of Heat with Robert De Niro and oh God, my memory's failing miserably. What do they call the actor? Robert De Niro and oh dearie me, I can't remember his name now. Somebody's going to tell me. Dermot, hello Dermot, welcome along, sir. How are you? So Heat, Robert De Niro. Let's see. Heat. Al Pacino. I've got it. There you go. Robert De Niro and Al Pacino. Oh my goodness. There you go. It's not Green at Detector. It's Gone Detecting, isn't it? That's James. Yeah, there you go. Look. Yes, Al Pacino. Yes, I've got it. Yeah, so I've got that. I've got that to watch as well. I love Heat. Heat's a fantastic film. I love it to bits. The shootout is just, it's amazing. Again, if nobody's seen Heat, then I highly recommend you giving that a watch because it's just nail biting stuff. Dave says bad memories, not Egypt, it's our soggy climate. Yeah, I do feel occasionally that my head's just a bit of a swamp sometimes, I must admit. It's terrible when you start to get old, it really is. Yeah, James, I was saying that time me and you were down that hole bottle digging and we both had our shirts off. Dear. And that was the time I got the marbles, the handmade Victorian marbles. They were absolutely gorgeous. I've still got them actually. Right. Well, if you can behave yourselves for 2 minutes, I'm just going to go and get another cold drink here because I am absolutely roasted, and yeah, I'm very dry. John Smith's. Well, I'll tell you what. See when I come back. All right. I did have orange juice there with ice cubes in. Jim, it is hard graft, I tell you. Me and James, we were down to about I think it was about 7 or 8 feet. We got so deep down we couldn't get back out the bloody hole again. Right, hang tight, 2 minutes, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm just going to grab a drink. Hang tight, behave yourselves. Ah, that's right, Chippendales, aye. Cheers. That's me demonetized now. Mm. Oh, 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 it's better. Oh. Barbara Carter's asking, have I ever metal detected at the Thames? I haven't, Barbara. No, the Thames is a long way from where I live. It's literally it's bottom of the country down in London, as I'm sure you're aware. But yeah, no, and as Sprays there pointed out, you need a special license to detect on the Thames. Um, there's two licenses you can get. You can get a Mudlark's license, which allows you to scrape away. I think it's about, I'm not sure, it's an inch or 2 inches on the surface, but you can't go any deeper than that. And that's with a standard mudlarking license. The metal detecting is a separate license, and I think that's even harder to get. And it's basically it's to do with the amount of history that's on the River Thames. I'm sure you've seen the likes of Nicola White at Tideline Art Mudlarking. She do. I don't think. I don't know if she has a metal detecting license. She probably does. But I know Cy Fines. He's a metal detecting license. But I think you have to have a history of being a mudlark first before you can get the metal detecting license for the Thames. So. Yeah, indeed, Megs. Yeah, there's lots of Thames detect. Well, I wouldn't say lots. There's some that put their videos on YouTube, and I would imagine there's a lot more that don't record things that they find. Or not for YouTube anyway, but yeah. Spray. Are you calling my John Smith's bath water? It's some bath would that, wouldn't it? Dearie me. All that family would have been in there before you got in if it were that colour. It's lovely though. There you go, 2 inches, yeah. Bob Marley now then, Bob Marley. Irie. Not seen you in a while, Bob. Sprays. Yeah, Chill Bill doesn't put out a lot of stuff. To be perfectly honest with you, I know some of the stuff that he's put out recently have been sort of rehashed videos. The videos that he's put out before, but yeah, I don't know if he's kind of given up or if he's got other things. I know he does other things. I know he's very big into. I think he was big into computers at one stage, but he's big in the sort of finance markets, I think. Bob's been getting some hikes in. Nice one, Bob. Keeping it on the down low, Bob. I see. Yeah. I don't think lockdown has really got to me, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't know about anybody else. It's certainly different. I find it fascinating in the way that people respond to things like lockdown. So yeah, I find it more interesting than concerning or upsetting or worrying or anything like that. I have had a couple of moments where I was a bit concerned. Yeah, of course I have, and I think everybody's had their own concerns. I've had times where I've sort of sat and had a bit of a cough and had a bit of a chest pain and wondered, maybe have I had a touch of it? And I suppose we'll never know. It's one of those things. But yeah, it's certainly an interesting situation that we're in at the moment. But yeah, there you go. Ah, right. Chill Bill's an artist as well. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I do love sprays. I do love a pint of Guinness as well. A good pint of Guinness. Um, if you're ever lucky enough and you're in a pub in Ireland, they have a team that Guinness sends out, and to every pub that Guinness is served in, they send a team out on a regular basis to check the pipes, to clean the pipes, and I was when we lived in Ireland, in Northern Ireland, I was in my local pub one day and I was having a pint of Guinness, and the Guinness team turned up and cleaned the pipes and all, and yeah, they do test pulls of pints and all after they've cleaned all the pipes, make sure everything's working well and it's producing a good pint, and they pull a few test pints, and I got one of the free test pints. I was thrilled to bits. Yeah, doesn't Chill Bill? I think he's got a house in France, doesn't he? So he's got a house. He's got a place in England, and he's got a house in France as well. Fluffy Smudge, no, it's not got to me as I've still been working in and putting up with numpties. I keep asking my manager, but he won't let me stay home for some reason. Oh dear. Yeah, Bob. You know what? I think it's one of those things. I think if you've just been really sensible about what you've done, then I don't think there's any reason why the police would need to be involved in anybody's in what anybody's doing. But I think it's when the police tend to catch these idiots driving in the cars up and down the country in groups, you know, that are not their own family groups and what have you. Then those are the people that are causing the real issue. Ah, right, okay, yeah. So Marilyn says that Chill Bill's wife is French, which would make sense if him having a house in France then, eh? Oh, Megs, all your schools back to everybody's going back to school there, are they? Bob Marley, school, the union's kicking up a fuss at school. Yeah, Bob, I think the issue is that kids, especially younger kids, they tend not to understand. You know, don't go near your friends, kind of thing. It's kind of difficult for them to understand that situation. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Anyway, sprays. Spray says it's £4 a pint for Guinness in his local. He don't take our lass. Dear. At them prices, you wouldn't be, would you? I don't think they do it here in Weatherspoons. I'll have to double check next time it's open. I'll see if they do it. I don't think they do it. I think it's only John Smith's is what I drink when I go there anyway. So Megs, I think they were saying that over this weekend there's been like 118 deaths, but they don't count on the weekends for some reason, or the weekend count is late. It doesn't come until Monday or Tuesday. So yeah, Bob, I agree with you. Then yeah, they probably could have got the older kids back to school. They're easier to get through to on the whole. There's no doubt it's going to be difficult, though. To be perfectly honest with you, I think it's going to be really difficult to. And fingers crossed that that everybody's sensible, but and we don't end up with a second wave. But we'll, it's one of those things. We'll have to wait and see, won't we? Goodness, look at that! 40 minutes in. My likes must be broken because I've got 0 likes on my screen here. So something must have gone wrong there. And it does actually say concurrent viewers too. Sprays, can I notice the difference from the pump to out of a can? Yes, without a doubt there is a difference. And I've noticed there's a difference between pubs in Northern Ireland, Ireland basically, and pubs over here in the UK. A huge difference in a pint of Guinness. Again, with John Smith's, this is from a can, but yeah, comparison to from a pump, from a barrel, it's different. It's still nice, but it's different. Yeah, I think my screen here on YouTube is just not updated, or not updating at all. It's just telling me concurrent viewers 2, likes 0. So there you go. Oh right, okay. So I'm clicking at the bottom of my screen here. I've got my stream settings and I've got analytics as well. It does tell me on there concurrent viewers 14, chat rate 3. I don't know what that is, but yeah, there you go. So that's more correct. Barbara Carter says here in the USA, all our schools are closed after May till September. All right, okay. What have we got? No new super chats. Stream's healthy. Excellent connection. That's good. Can you guys tell me, is my stream better now? Because I had an issue with my internet here, and it's taken me over a week to get it sorted. It ended with BT sending me out a new router, whatever you want to call it. And now I keep doing speed tests, and I've got quite a high download speed, sort of 40 megabytes. So, which it was nowhere near before. But hopefully, it means that my stream's better. But it's going to be you guys that tell me that it's better. Obviously, I don't see from my end, but it does say excellent connection that I've got here. So. Yeah, yeah, sprays. They use the tap to draw all sorts of things on it. It makes no difference to me. I'm not interested in. I'm interested in the beer. That's all I'm interested in. It's a bit of a gimmick. If you go to most pubs the pubs that I would go into in Northern Ireland, the only time they do that is usually on St Patrick's Day, and even then it's limited because they're pulling that many pints. They just don't have the time to do it. Dermot, my daughter is a nursery teacher. If she goes back to work, she will not have anyone to look after her daughter. Her husband is a policeman, so he must go to work. All the babysitters are us grandparents. Yeah. All too old to break social distancing rules. Yeah. That's it. It's a tough. Like I say, it's a tough one with kids, especially the younger kids going back to school, in that they're automatically going to want to run and play with their mates and and carry on like they normally do. And I think the worry and the danger is that there'll be little carriers and transporters of the virus, and bringing it home to, like you say, to grandparents that are looking after kids. Because parents are having to go back to work, and that's the scary thing. So. Barbara, I'd like to drink a pint out of a barrel. All we get here is bottles. Yeah, it's one of those things. Obviously, they don't export barrels to America. It's probably brewed under license, I would imagine, somewhere in America. If you look on the label, it'll probably tell you where it's brewed. But yeah, Marilyn. We don't have that here. I mean, I don't wear a mask when I go out, and I see lots of people not wearing masks. And I see some people wearing masks, and I see some people that wear masks, but they have it pulled down underneath the nose, so it ends here, which is absolutely pointless. Some people have just got no clue. Yeah, I've not worn a mask, and the shops here don't tell you that you have to wear a mask. It's one of those things. As for different shops, they have different rules, and they have different reasons, and shops make their own rules. So I can't say whether a shop is right or wrong for wearing it. But to attempt to publicly shame someone for not doing it is a bit ridiculous, to be honest with you. Am I out next week? Well, like I say, it's very much dependent on the weather here. Like I say, the last 4 or 5 days has been absolutely dreadful. It's been pouring down with rain, blowing gales, and like I say, only from this evening it's turned out nice. It was blowing a gale this morning and raining, but there he is. There's Sand Scratcher Bry in sunny Scarbados, Scarborough for those that don't know. Good evening, sir. So so it's dependent on weather. Hopefully, it'll be nice the next few days, and I can get out down on the beach, up on the farm, and we'll see if we can get something found. Oh, dearie me. Well, 45 minutes. Look at that. 45 minutes. Yeah, Spray's absolutely right. There will be some big headaches the following day after the pubs are opened. I'll be one of them, I'll admit. I'm going to sneeze here. Oh, dearie me. Oh, excuse me. I haven't got the Rona. Yeah, there will be some big bad headaches. I certainly intend to be in the pub on the first day that they're opened, and we'll see how it goes. Basically, I might even take the camera down and film the the wildness that goes on the first day of opening. Marilyn's still looking forward to the scorpions and rattlers going dormant to get at some of the mining camps in the superstitions. That makes me laugh. Deary me. Scorpions and rattlesnakes. Oh dear. Did the stream stop? Or was that my sneeze that stopped it? It's not me. It's not just me going, is it? Yeah, many sore heads, indeed. I think a lot of people are going to let their hair down. Has the stream stopped for anybody else? Is it still going? Blah blah blah. Testing, testing. 1 2 3 1 2 3. Barbara Carter, well, not here. They had let liquor stores stay open, but now this weekend some bars have opened. Bless you, thank you. Oh dear, right, okay. When I sneezed, the stream stopped. Meg's had to reboot. Oh dear. Hey, dearie me. Yeah, James, you're right. Yeah, again, it's one of those things. People are wearing masks, but they'll walk right next to you. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I mean the times that I've been out, I mean you can see from the videos when I'm down on the beach or even up on the farm. There's nobody there. Occasionally, I might see the odd walker on the beach, but that's it. The odd dog walker, but that's it. I'm nowhere near anybody, and yeah, we couldn't be any more socially distant. And even when I'm walking up and down the front, if there's two people walking along, I'll usually take a wide berth around them. It's become the norm, to stay away from people. You should have screenshot it. Play it back, you'd be able to get a screenshot. Oh dear. Yeah, so yeah, the only thing I've got, like I say, coming up is dependent on the weather that I'll be able to get out on the beach and up on the farm. So hopefully I'll be able to do that, and like I say, we'll have a wander around and see what we can find. I don't mind, even if you wanted to wear a mask here, the prices of them are ridiculous. Even the disposable ones are like £1.50, which I'm not buying a bloody useless paper mask to wear for £1.50. There's just no point. Mm. Mm. Oh, well, I needed that. Marilyn, I will check those out this evening. Thank you. The only, like I say, the only thing I'm going to do this week is watch some more of that Upload TV show and watch some more movies. Watch Heat, and what else have I got to do? I still haven't tackled the remote control car yet. I need to get cracking on that as well. And yeah, I've got a new. Excuse me. I've got a new flexi shaft for my Dremel as well, so it gives me a bit more. It's got like a pen attachment on it. It gives me a bit more accuracy with my engraving. So I'm going to get some tiles out and see if I can engrave some images or something. Find something to engrave onto the Scottish roof tiles that I saved from the beach. So we get some great sunsets out here. Actually, I must start and head out with a camera and take some photos and maybe post them on the community page. But yeah, we get some beautiful sunsets out here. So, what was for dinner tonight? Dinner tonight was we had Welsh pork slipper. How's that for you? Something I'd never heard of. A gammon slipper joint, and it was absolutely gorgeous. So it's a gammon joint, roasted, literally no fat on it whatsoever. It was slightly salty. Pam said that she would soak it next time, just try and get rid of the saltiness. But it was absolutely gorgeous. We had roast potatoes and we had steamed carrots and peas with it as well. And gravy, and it was lovely. I do like a nice roast dinner, I must admit, like most Yorkshiremen. and Pam is absolutely spot on. She's fantastic at the minute. Thank you for asking. It was Pam's birthday recently, a few days ago, so. She was a little bit upset about getting a year older, but I think she's over it now. So she had a nice day. We got some nice presents, and she got lots of love on her birthday. So we all had a fun day. My daughter cooked dinner for Pam's birthday. She cooked a curry, buttered chicken. And we had all the trimmings with it. There was raita and onion bhajis and all that good stuff. So Marilyn says, cut it with white wine. Works wonders to take out the salt. I couldn't waste the white wine. My daughter's been drinking white wine recently, Marilyn. She's been drinking it by the bottle. And I couldn't fight the wine off her to use it for the cooking. Spray says soak it in cold water with oranges sliced to purge salts. Oh, that's a good idea. I'll mention that to her. I will indeed, Megan. Thank you. Yes. Like I say, she had a good time, and like I say, she got some nice presents. So right, 53, 54 minutes we're coming up to now, so we've got about 5 minutes left. What's everybody else's plans for this week anyway? So I think you all know what I'll be up to this week, hopefully, weather-wise. Marilyn, cheap white wine? Yeah, even cheap white wine don't get past my daughter. The cheapest white wine here is it's a Pinot Grigio. It's £4.50 a bottle. And it's a lovely white wine. Like I say, I'd hate to waste the wine. So we might just go with water with some oranges in. So yeah, what's everybody else's plans for this week anyway? If you've got any plans, you might not have any plans. You might be kicking back with your feet up, enjoying a drink. Marilyn, yeah, unpacking some more, yeah. Getting the place sorted. It'll all come right eventually, Marilyn, you know it will. Uh, okay, Megs, have a stretch for me. Because I can't do that. Dermot Forte, I'm going to travel 260 miles to keep within social district rules. Dermot, you're on point, mate. Yep. Dear. Can you believe that? I can't believe that. I can't believe that that Boris is letting your man off with it. I really can't. Although I suspect within a day or two now, your man's going to resign. I suspect that's what's going to happen. Yeah, Marilyn, do. It's fascinating to see your progress that you're making. Well, it's interesting. Apparently, YouTube's not receiving data for this stream. If I believe this is incorrect, ensure you're sending a stream that is configured with the correct stream key. Well, I know it is, so yeah, interesting. Anyway, yeah, you're absolutely right, Dermot. He is, and how he can back up your man, I have no idea. After what that man's done, it's deplorable. But there you go. Yeah, sorry, I needed to okay that one, Dermot. Yeah, yeah. Well, a lot of people have been saying that I've noticed on Twitter actually, Dermot. But well, time will tell. It's to do with Marilyn. It's to do with politics here in the UK. The Prime Minister Boris Johnson and his number one aide Dominic Cummings. So the number one aide, Dominic Cummings, he and his wife and children travelled 260 miles to a second home in Durham, County Durham. So they drove from London to County Durham 260 miles to self-isolate for 14 days and then drove back again, while both him and his wife had the symptoms of COVID-19. There you go. The stream has just definitely been demonetized now that I've mentioned that. So yeah, okay. Right, well, boys and girls, I am going to leave it there before we get demonetized any further. We are just coming up on 1 hour now, so it's 58 minutes. I'm going to love you and leave you, and yeah, hope everybody stays well, and yeah, stay safe. Do what you need to do. Um, Hope everybody has a good week. Keep your eyes out for a new video on. It'll probably be Wednesday. I would imagine that the video will come out. I try and keep them to Wednesday. I do throw the odd extra one in here and there, as you've seen, but it depends what I get a chance to make. So. Yes, Braze, you're absolutely right. Yeah, it's what he'll be known for. And oh, don't worry about it, Dermot. It's the way it goes with YouTube, unfortunately. But it's one of those things. But yeah, yeah. We will leave it there. And yeah, I will say thank you all for coming along yet again. James, I'm just signing off, mate. So don't worry about coming back because I won't be here, mate. Yeah, I'll sign off. Stay safe, stay well, um, enjoy yourselves, and I will be back on the next one. And I will see you very soon. All right, bye for now.